right, guys. As a Warriors fan, Draymond Green opts out of his player option and is hitting the unrestricted free agency market. So he's declined to $27.5 million that he would have made, and he's going to test the waters. Believe his agent, Rich Paul, is still saying they're going to stay in contact with the Golden State Warriors. And it's just, I mean, in regards to his player rise, let's just say if you were in Draymond's shoes, it's not a bad idea just to see where you're at. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people are like, oh, this is a bad move by him. He's not going to get paid as much as he would if he would just sign. But this is the thing. You have to find out what other teams are willing to give you, number one. Number two, you have to find out if there's any, interest in your skill set and abilities. So it's not a bad thing that he's doing this. So, I mean, if you're in his, his shoes, I don't blame him at all for doing that shit. Because number one, like I said, what if another team is willing to give you a long-term deal that's way more money than you were to make here? Look, I'm not here to tell any man or woman to do what they need to do in regards to making a living for themselves and to support their family. So he's going to have to do what he's going to have to do. And I think he's going about it the right way. Completely stay in touch with the team that has created you and that drafted you, of course. But letting them know that, hey, I may have options out there. So it's definitely in his best interest to do that, just to see, number one, is to obviously have a little bit of leverage. Like, hey, I'm not just going to stick with you guys just to stick with you guys. I totally get that. As a Warriors fan, I'm not completely thrilled, but it is what it is. He's an older gentleman. He's in his mid-30s now. I don't know how much longer he has. I still believe he is a top-tier talent in regards to defensive ability. Also, in regards to the way the Warriors play, like their scheme and the way they play, and with the players that they have, he's definitely still a viable option for the Warriors. I mean, Steph and Clay has played with them for a decade. You know what I'm saying? So they know each other in the way they play. So I would love to see him back. However, I don't want to pay him probably as much as he thinks he's worth. He's worth, in his eyes, this amount of money. Warriors probably can only afford this amount of money. So they're going to have to try and see if they can find a middle ground, I think. And then obviously long-term wise, are they going to be able to, go with him as he is getting older and everything like that. So I would love to see him back. I completely understand what he's doing. I understand what the Warriors doing. They're not going to be able to, in my eyes, they're not going to be able to pay him probably what he's wanting. They might be able to meet a middle ground somewhere. I hope they can. I'd love to see him, stay as a Warriors. There's rumors out there he's vacationing with LeBron. Are they scheming something? Who knows? But my thoughts are, you know what? It will play out just fine. Mike Dunleavy is Junior is the new GM for the Warriors. So I think there were some people who were hating on that, and my thoughts are, look, he's been in the game for many, many years. His father's been in the game for many, many years. He knows how the NBA runs and everything like that. So I think he'll be just fine. I think they'll be able to figure it out. What do I want? I'll have to do this on another video. What would I want to see for the Warriors moving forward? I'll do another video on that a little bit later, because you'd be surprised maybe what I would like to see happen. So we can talk about that then. But there you guys go. Draymond, unrestricted free agent. Will he come back to the Warriors? Still up in the air, still a possibility. Will he move on? We'll have to see what other teams, show interest in him, and if they're willing to do a long-term contract with a mid 30-year-old man. So in regards to the NBA, that is considered old. So we shall see, guys. Other than that, man, if you guys like this shit, subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching this far. Don't forget, check out the eBay store if you like sports cards, man. Other than that, man, till next time, guys.